Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to the front porch, folks. Welcome to the front porch. Okay, Vet. Welcome to our somewhat of a midday live. Hey, Nancy. Thank y'all for listening. Y'all dedicated. Appreciate it. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Pam Treadway. What's up? Y'all, I went and got my snacks for the night. Got my snack for the next 2 days. We're gonna be snowed in. Needing me some snacks for the Montana Smackdown. Hey Lauren. Hey Gladys. Hey Deborah Edwards. Yes, had to get my stuff together, y'all. Get it together. Woo! My goodness. Bethany. I think she might be a little scared there, y'all. I think Bethany is scared about where she's going. Because she finna be out there in the wilderness. Hey, Minister Yolanda. You do too, Cheryl. Girl, look. I got me some popcorn. I wanted me some orange popcorn. I was like, you know what? Let me just go and get my smart food. Because this is my favorite popcorn. I ain't really supposed to have popcorn like that, but I got me a bag. That's going to go for 2 days. Because we're going to be snacking for 2 days. At least 2 days off of these skits. What up, Chris Sims? What up? Gladys Costa says you can tell that Bethany is nervous as heck now that she knows that Lynette is on the same flight. She is so freaked out. So freaked out. And then she kept asking all them little girl questions. Them dumb, and Brooke, like, it's too early for all that. Yes, she is here. You can see it. She don't know what to do. She trying to hold a conversation with Lynette. And she know Lynette ain't gonna want to hold no conversation with her. She knows that. Yes, Pam Treadway. She kept asking questions so she can Google the closest police station. I believe that. I believe that. Happy lunchtime, Michael Boston. Yeah, Lauren, she does force her way too much. Just keep pressing forward. When y'all just shut up. And it's like that too. She can't read Lynette. But she don't have to read Lynette because Lynette is just straightforward. Lynette basically said, you need to just chill. Now, what I love though is when Bethany started talking about that attitude stuff. Lynette had a little thing to say. Then when Larry came over there and Bethany tried to like run that bus back over Brooke, Lynette stood up and said she's being the example. She did. She said, yes, Bethany, there are lions, tigers, and bears. She sure did. Minister Yolanda said, I'm sick and doggone tired of all these people saying Brooke was rude and disrespectful, but mute when Bethany. Exactly. They be mute when Bethany be Bethany. But you know, we got a new skit, y'all. We got a new skit. We got a new skit. And unfortunately, it's Brooke being a Bethany. All right, y'all. So I'm going to do what I do. And I'm going to close the chat off so I can't see anything. And I'm going to pull it in. Y'all like my front porch? Y'all like my front porch? Got us some tea and lemonade over there too, y'all. We live from the front porch. Hold on, let me see y'all come in. Okay, let me pull this up. Get us ready to watch. And get myself ready to record. I knew they was going to give us something. I didn't know they was going to give it to us right now. So I got to remember where I started this at. I think I might have took my ink pen downstairs. Oh, well. I don't have one in here. Took it downstairs. Okay. All right, y'all. Here we go. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ayana of Ayana Innocent Chat, and we are entering the chat on Brooke, Bethany, Larry, and now Lynette. I guess they are arriving in Montana now. And that was a quick 6 hours. Anyway, they're arriving in Montana or Salt Lake for their layover. And Brooke is asking Lynette if there are black people in Montana. Please don't, Brooke. Please don't start acting like Bethany. Please don't start acting like your raggedy stepmama. Let's not waste no time. Like, subscribe, and share as we get into this video.
You okay?
Yeah. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Is this like airport? Like, I don't know. Are we safe here? Are we even supposed to be here?
Why would you say that?
Because like I'm looking everywhere and I don't see one other black person
Your dad's standing right there.
besides me and him.
Well,
Okay, so she wants to know if any of her people gonna be there. Is there any more black people? Let's keep going.
we have a diverse group of people in Montana. We're all friendly, but we don't congregate in the airport. So once we leave the airport, you'll see all ethnicities.
What do you mean we don't congregate in the airport? So black people can't walk in here?
No, we don't stay in the airport. We come and go like everybody else.
But, I mean, I usually see somebody coming and going. I don't see nobody coming and going at all.
I
My
think you're just kind of focused on what you're not seeing, because I've seen some minorities pass by us while we were standing.
She's not seeing what she's used to seeing. Atlanta is maybe a bit more diverse for Brooke. So she's not seeing the level of diversity that she's used to. But she has to remember, black people really don't just make it a point to go move to Montana. We tend to stay in more. I know there's more of us down south than there's even up north. I'm just saying.
You must be tripping because I haven't seen nobody. And even the way they stare or side eye when they're walking, they're either trying not to look at you or looking down.
You need to get out of your head. They're looking at you because you're beautiful.
Thank you, Lynette.
No, let's ask Dad, see if he's seen anybody. Dad.
Huh?
Come here.
Yes.
What?
Have you seen any African Americans here?
Me and you.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. I said the same thing.
Okay.
This is your town. You should feel extra safe. Why?
She said, Bethany, this is your town. You should feel extra safe. Y'all, I ain't see that coming. The way Brooke just pulled his race car on Bethany and flip reverse and hit a draw four on her with things. Y'all, this is funny to me. Like, you should feel extra safe over here.
Everybody around here looks like you. This ain't Atlanta. I've never been scared of nobody. Especially black people. How many your husband or your dad?
What was I saying?
I'm protected.
She's trying to explain this. This is culture shock to her. It is.
Oh, have they been staring at you too, or is it just me? Oh, what?
They're staring at you because you're so cute.
y'all.
She said that.
Dad say they staring at her because she's so cute, and she has a pretty headscarf on her head that's colorful. That's probably also drawing attention to her. You know, they probably want to know what her hair looks like underneath there. She doesn't have on a bonnet, but she does have on a head wrap. Maybe they're not used to seeing head wraps up there. I don't know. I ain't never been on there before, but this is funny to me.
Cut it out.
You're so cute. That's why they're staring at you.
No, guys.
They don't have nothing to worry about, do they?
Well, we know you ain't got nothing to worry
Never
about.
mind.
I'm saying us.
That girl throwing that white shade on Bethany strong. She said, well, we know you ain't got nothing to worry about. Oh my God. Brooke is hilarious. She's hilarious.
That was funny.
Does she need to worry about anything?
No, you don't.
Y'all laughing. This is not funny.
Look, sweetie, you're okay.
It is funny, Brooke, because the way you just threw that whole piece of race shade at Bethany, even her husband laughing at her.
Trust
I'm
me,
not
okay.
paranoid. I'm just making an observation that we've been standing here. I have not seen one person. Like, not one.
There he is, right there.
Oh, of course you see that he black. You look at him every day.
You're gonna be okay. They're gonna love you. You're gonna love them.
I don't care about them liking me. I'm just trying to see if I have any of my people
I said
here.
they're gonna love you. So you need
Y'all can't tell me this ain't funny to y'all. Because the truth be told, a lot of us, and with our big old grown selves, would be the exact same way as Brooke right now. Like, oh, where my people at? I don't see nobody that look like me. Come on, y'all.
Relax. We're gonna have a great time.
All right,
Hey,
guys.
bro. It's me, it's you, and Jaden. That's it.
Don't tell her that. That's not true.
Jada don't even look black.
Sister Jada don't even look black. This is funny, y'all. Y'all gotta let it.
Half. So it's 2.5. That's it.
Okay, quit freaking around.
I'm just trying to make the lighter situation.
I'm trying to make sure you don't offend her people. Cut it out. My people.
Y'all know Bethany don't like to be the butt of nobody joke. She don't like to be the butt of nobody joke. Nobody.
Hey,
We need to get her back to go.
hey, she on one today. You're fine, sweetie. You know, we ain't gonna let that happen to you. You're good.
Oh, I'm safe. I know Kung Fu. I don't know about y'all.
Wait, let's get our bags and we get out of here.
You know what? No. I think this might have been an impromptu skit. It definitely was improv because I don't think they could have planned for not seeing any people that look like another black person in this airport. So this is hilarious to me. Y'all, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. How would you feel in the scenario where you are likely the only or one of the handful of people who look like you in a place? Would you feel comfortable? And what do you think about Brooke's little jabs at Bethany? Y'all, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share. Until the next skit, peace and a big old bucket of grease. All right. Whew, okay, so we are still live, everybody. This was just me making a recording because they did just drop this skit. So we're gonna get back over here and pull these comments up. Yes, she's looking for her alliance, Chris Sims. Good afternoon. How you doing? Yes, Bethany feels safe here. Because remember, that's that same comment is a throwback to Chicago. Because remember, when Brooke was first going to go to Chicago, it was all this talking about how Chicago is just so unsafe, and then trying to throw salt in her and Shara's trip. Then when Larry went to Chicago to try to help out with Destiny because Destiny had joined that gang, then all of a sudden she didn't want him to go because it wasn't safe. But when she found out Shara had decided to come up there too, then she want to hop a plane, tell Brooke to get out of school and all that kind of stuff because they're going to Chicago. So when she said it's not, you should feel safe, think about Bethany when she wouldn't even get out of the car when she got to Chicago because she felt so quote unquote unsafe. Yeah. What up, Chris? Gingy says, yes, she is here. You can see it. She don't know what to do. She trying to hold a yes, she was trying to hold a conversation. She don't know where she fit in. She don't know where she I almost choked. Chris Simpson. Bethany is so annoying. Yes, you're gonna be in the wilderness and can't be Molly Wop. That's it. Cheryl says Montana and Wyoming aren't places we go. No. Yes, Lynette was trying her best not to laugh. So I do like the fact they're using this as an opportunity to educate us about a state that we likely would not be at, which is Montana. I know I've never thought about going to Montana until I saw this skit. And I don't think I will go. But the people in that airport, they ain't studying nobody, no way. They just handling they minding their business. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'll be looking around too. They just dropped another skit. They just dropped another one. Hold on. No, that's the one we just reacted to. I'm not reacting to any of that Ernestine stuff. Y'all, we on the front porch, y'all. See my little, we on the front porch. I had to get creative. Good afternoon, Keith Rohrbach. What's going on? She looks so lost and out of place. She looks so lost and out of place. So lost. Hey, y'all, did y'all see? Did my reaction even load? Let me make sure my reaction load. Let me see. Did my reaction load? I reacted to what Bethany, not Bethany, Rolanda giving Malachi a tour of Dawn's house. And Malachi, which I know is tied up. But Malachi Jr. is like, oh, we can do something with this because him and Malachi Sr. are going into business. They are flipping homes. Yes, Bethany better keep her mouth shut. Kelly, what is it? What it do? What up, though? That's it. What up, though? I had to remember my BMF show. The only reason why I was in Montana, Wyoming, North, South Dakota, Idaho, was when I was basketball player coach for Whitman Air Force Base, Missouri. All right, then, basketball coach, Mr. Baller. Just only because I went to the Air Force bases in those states. Gotcha. I like that background. She's going to be looking more lost and lonely when the people are ignoring her. Yes, she is. Because them people ain't finna be studying her. I think they're going to be cordial to her, but they're not going to be studying her like that. So, y'all, when we get off of here, check out my reaction to Ro and Malachi. I'm still monitoring the Natasha, Dawn, Malachi, that situation. Heidi Brown, happy Friday. TGIF. Yes. Because I'm monitoring that because we need to figure out what's going on with Malachi. I believe I mentioned DID, and they kind of hinted at it in the Kendrick and Rolanda skit. No, the Kendrick and Natasha skit. They kind of hinted at it then. Krista Sims said, nah, Bethany, be you. We need you to be you. Yes, we do. Hold on. Let me make sure I publish this. But when y'all get off, check that out. Because I gotta keep monitoring that. Bethany is just like a kid. Not one of them you like either. One of them children you just don't like. Let me see who I can think of. Not the Sandlot, because I liked all the kids in the Sandlot for the most part. Okay, did anybody ever watch Leave It to Beaver? Bethany kind of reminds me of the girl that Beaver never got along with. They had the little two pigtails. Yes. She reminds me of that girl. Annoying like that. Just annoying. Very. That's how Bethany, she reminds me of that. All right, I published it. You like Good Times? I like Good Times too. Now, also the show I did not get down with the Waltons. I like Little House on the Prairie, but the Waltons, I ain't kidding about that. Yep, she trying to engage and control Brooke. Lynette ain't having it. And if you notice, Bethany is not trying to come at Lynette about Brooke like she goes after Shara about Brooke. Y'all, look. I dropped my popcorn on the floor. I got my bag of snacks. You know, we're supposed to be snowed in tomorrow. It probably ain't gonna be no more about 2 to 4 inches of snow. The little girl on Dennis the Miz with them thick behind glasses, Cheryl. That's even better. Thank you, Deborah Edwards. But I got this, and I got me a big bag of popcorn to last me for 2 days. I got me 2 sodas in here, and I got me some M&Ms. I have to have my M&Ms. Whatever reason, I've been like craving M&Ms peanut. So I got my snacks. Y'all better get y'all snacks. Because I'm telling you, I think they finna start hitting us with them. The closer we get to the Montana. You like Night Court? I used to like it. I used to like Night Court. I used to like Barney Miller. Yes, that's even better. Nelly from Little House on the Prairie. You've been to Bows when they real nice? Agents that were there when I worked at that lighting company, but that was, oh my God. That's been 30 years ago. I've been in Atlanta. Next year will be 30 years. Oh my God. Yes, I remember Rosewood. Exactly, Christopher. It's not the same energy with Lynette. Notice how when Lynette came in the house, talked to her best and sat right there and kept her mouth closed. She ain't said a thing. Not a single solitary word. She just sat there, and what little bit she tried to say, Lynette just shut that all the way down. She tried to come with that about that he her stepson. She shut that down. My favorite kind of music, I don't think I have a favorite. My favorite kind of music, I like up-tempo music, unless I'm listening to slow jams. But, you know, I like the baby making slow jams, but I like all genres of music. I like country, and I can tell you why I like certain songs. I like R&B, of course, hip-hop, rap. I don't like the mumble rap. Don't get with the mumble rap. Yes. But you know what? I just realized Luther Vandross did a whole bunch of covers. He really didn't have a whole lot of original stuff. He just covered a lot of stuff, particularly Dionne Ward stuff. Yes. Oh, Juliet Bratton, thank you so much. Yes, I noticed that, Jamie. I noticed that Larry is interacting with Brooke and Lynette. He acting so happy and peaceful. He's excited. And my concern is that see how excited he is? That's how let down he gonna feel when Bethany get up there and really start cutting the fool. Hey, Marquisa. Cheryl says she's scared of both, but she knows Shar keeps talking. But she knows Lynette don't talk. She's about action. That's it, Cheryl. If Shara slapped the taste out Bethany's mouth one good time, she gonna leave her alone. My favorite show growing up. What was my favorite show? Tom and Jerry. When I was a teenager, my favorite show was Miami Vice because of Philip Michael Thomas. Yeah, Marquisa, you missed the skit, but I'm gonna post the reaction. I was hoping they was gonna give us another one. If you want to go out and watch the actual skit and come back, Marquisa, I won't be mad at you. But it's a funny skit. Christopher, okay. Christopher says it's not just scared, it's more methodical. Bethany is intentional and manipulative. Yep. I believe that. Because like when she started asking Lynette about Montana, I was like, okay, what is she strategizing? That's where I immediately go to. Because it seemed like she was strategizing something. Like maybe she was strategizing. Hey Deborah, it's all right. You good, girl. I think she might have been strategizing how to yell Lynette is gorgeous. I think she might have been strategizing where the police were at for sure. Like when I get there, where is my place of safety? Or am I gonna have to be stuck up under Larry? I also think she was strategizing Lynette in that moment. Was she gonna be able to make Lynette comfortable enough to talk to her so that then she could flip on her and piss her off when she felt it was necessary? But Lynette, even though she's excited, Lynette is still being Lynette. She ain't taking nothing from herself. She ain't adding nothing to herself. She's not all giddy like Larry, even though you know she's happy. But she's not, when it comes to Bethany, you're not finna get my softer side. When I tried to give you my softer side Christmas, you gave me your butt to kiss. So you don't get my softer side. Sarah, he is not going to help Bethany at all. He's not going to help her at all. Let's see. Lauren's favorite singer of all the time is Luther Vandross. Yes, Tom and Jerry was the bee's knees. Now, I used to love to come home from school. You know, you come from school, you get your snack, right? I'll get a bowl of ice cream, sit down in front of TV, and watch Woody Woodpecker, Tom and Jerry. Yep, Woody Woodpecker and Tom and Jerry. Because Droopy came on as a part of Tom and Jerry. Oh, and Bugs Bunny. Now I had a crush on Bugs Bunny. Couldn't tell me Bugs Bunny was my boyfriend. Yeah, I like In the Heat of the Night. It's the song at the beginning. That very jazzy. In the Heat of the Night is a very sexy, jazzy type song. That theme song. Yeah. Kendarius says, Good Times, The Jeffersons, All in the Family, Maud, Murder, She Wrote, Give Me a Break, 227, That's My Mama, What's Happening? Okay, I watched the reruns of That's My Mama. I did watch What's Happening in real time. Give Me a Break was my show because I loved me some Nell Carter. Give me a break, I sure deserve it. Yeah, that's my jam. I didn't like Murder, She Wrote. My grandma was watching. I'm like, I don't like this show. Maud. Yes, I did watch Maud. Maud tried to be woke, but in her wokeness, she would sometimes be real racist from what I can remember. But B. Arthur wasn't no joke. I like Good Times. My husband said Good Times was like the Waltons. Even though he liked Good Times, because he liked James. You know, James would cut up. I like the Jefferson because George didn't care. Lynette is a military officer, the epitome of strategic thought. Bethany cannot compete where she can't compare when it comes to Lynette. That's it. I figured it would, Lynette. Marquisa, I figured it would give you life. Christopher Sims says in the ATL, she can call the police on Shar and Shar can lose everything again. She wants Shar to lose that new home, her job, so she can tell Brooke, I told you your mama was trash. Exactly. And if I ever got slapped the taste out of her mouth, don't you ever talk about mama. Notice how Bethany caught all the smiles, laughter Larry was doing with Lynette and Brooke like Bethany isn't there. And you know what's going to happen? When she gets him by herself, You were laughing at me when Lynette, Larry. You didn't have my back. You just laughed at me and you teased me and you let your trashy daughter to laugh at me and tease me, Larry. You never had my back. You never had my back. You never had my back. If I was Larry, I'd laugh in her face. Pam Treadway says, I hope she don't step in Jaden's home and do what she did in Chicago at Dutch's house, acting like she couldn't even sit down. It wasn't good enough for her. I can see her doing it to Jaden as well. I could see her doing that, but I don't think she's gonna do it because she's scared of Jaden mama. Brooke is a comedian. Bethany is hating this bonding between the other three. She feels left out because she doesn't have a sense of humor. No, she does not. She thinks she does, but she don't. James Evan was the best father. Yes, he was. My singing groups, the OJs, the Dramatics, and I loved Mighty Mouse and Top Cat. I think my dad liked Top Cat. I did like watching Amy turn on the light. Turn on the lights up. Shine on me, shine on me, shine on me. Sorry, y'all. That the theme song, my favorite theme song, my absolute favorite theme song was the theme song to Amen. Because the theme song to Amen, I was in the choir. So it was like them women were singing. They were sopranos like me. I could get when that theme song came on, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me a thing. When she get Larry along, she gonna be, you never have my back, Larry. I'm your wife, Larry. Yep. Wait, let me do it for you. You never have my back, Larry. I'm your wife, Larry. I'm your wife. This why we have so many problems with twins, because you never have my back, Larry. Whew. You know what she reminds me of too, y'all? She reminds me of, I don't think this person, and whatever it is, I don't think it ever talked. You remember the mama on the Berenstain Bears? It's like she's a cross between Edith Bunker and the Berenstain Bears when she gets to whining and whimpering. Michael Boston, he finna get deep on me, y'all. He said Bethany used her white empowerment and called the police on Char and have her locked up. Larry would not let Bethany come to harm. Nope. Bethany wants Char to disappear and Brooke will be her daughter. Yep, but it ain't gonna happen. She done wrote that. Yeah. Yes, Beretta. Charles Bronson as Beretta. I like Telly Savalas. What was it? Kojak? Okay, so we're finna have a good time now. Hold on. Let me catch up on the comments. We're finna get down there. I did like Bullwinkle. I like Bullwinkle too, but I can only take Bullwinkle for so long. Lawrence, I didn't really like Good Times because they never got out of that situation, and that's no shade to anybody living that reality. Just don't make that. Well, actually, Lauren, they did get out of that situation. They got out of it the last season. When the show went off the air, they were celebrating. Because Walona was moving. Keith had a surprise. Thelma was pregnant. It was their anniversary. Thelma was pregnant. Keith had gotten back in the NFL. He gotten over his injury. They were moving to this new home. It was the same place where Walona was going to be staying, but they didn't know until Walona told it. And they compared edges because Florida wasn't going to go, but they were like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You remember stuff I don't know what to do. Y'all remember that scene? And then that's when they found out Walona and Flo was still going to be together in the new place. Michael said, no, I'm going to live on campus. I've had enough of this. And it went off with Walona and Flo hugging each other. The Spinners, the Temptation, the Stylistics. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. There's a modern Stone Age family from the town of Bedrock. They're placed right out of his story. Yeah, Sherman Hemsley was hilarious in Amen, and I loved him in the Jefferson because he did not care. You sang in the church too. Good afternoon. What up, though, Eric Kelly? We on here just cutting up. We just having us a good time fellowship, and that's all. Lynette is keeping an eye on Bethany to see about a mess of. Oh, she is. She gotta be stern. Bethany gonna turn it up, Beetlejuice soon. Turn into Beetlejuice as soon as that baby comes. You want to see her true side, and Larry is gonna look real foolish for letting her come. Yep. Oh yeah, Robert Blake was Beretta. Who was Charles Bronson? Charles Bronson was somebody too. Deborah said operative words the show went off the air. 18. What is it? But dad is a musician, so restart the sounding like the mother from the Bernstein Bears, and then as you get tired of hearing her voice, she starts sounding more like the mom. Yes. Like, really, her mom was James and her mama was Florida. They defeated me at those. Y'all on Skit Watch? They're probably not gonna drop another one till like 3 or after. I used to be a wrestling fan. Used to be. When I was a teenager, we were all big into not Hulk Hogan. Lex Luger. We were into Lex Luger. But I do remember Andre the Giant, because my mom and dad, they watched wrestling too. Andre the Giant. There was somebody else. No, Charles Bronson ain't take no meth, Chris Sims. He didn't take no meth. DC Steel Ice in Old. What's that, Deborah? I could D Brown, I couldn't stand the Waltons. Like the Waltons just made you want to go unlive yourself. I love watching Little House on the Prairie because Little House on the Prairie, they at least laughed. They had genuine funny moments on Little House on the Prairie. Even though they might have been struggling a little bit, they still had funny moments. Even on the more serious ones. Now, the only one that wasn't, remember when the girl got attacked and she got raped by that dude? I said that word. I gotta edit it out. Well, she was unalive by she was attacked by that guy in that barn. That was a good episode, but that was one of the more serious episodes. When they get to the hotel, and when remember when Albert got strung out on drugs? Yeah, when they get that hotel, she gonna light him up. Hi, Albert Sanford. Good afternoon. Bethany starts out sounding like the mother of embarrassing mess, and then as you get, Jimmy Superfly Snooker. I don't know who was Jimmy Superfly. D. Brown, you like I Love Lucy? I tried, but I forget. Like she would just wear me out. Ric Flair, that's what I was looking for. Ric Flair. I don't know whether she worked. They didn't say. They just showed them at the little deck getting into the hotel, not into the airport. Okay, I remember the Undertaker. I know she is gonna, Jamie, she gonna try to drill that girl to find out what they talked about. Okay. My grandfather was a huge boxing fan, and that's how I became a fan of Muhammad Ali, and I've been a fan of Muhammad Ali ever since. Cool. I kind of remember DC Cab. I think I might have seen reruns of it because you got to think I was born in '73, so anything I watched, I did watch a lot of old stuff. I watched a lot of not wrestling, a lot of westerns. So I watched The Rifleman, Judge Roy Bean, Wyatt Earp, Wagon Train, Bonanza, Big Valley. But my favorite was Rifleman because I used to like pop, 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 pop. I did like Touched by an Angel, but it kind of sometimes all that sappy stuff just get to be too much. See, I don't even remember the Black Family. I just couldn't get into it. No, Bethany don't have no class. And Bethany kind of comes off like she ain't never been nowhere. I've really never been nowhere like that neither. But I think I would think that I would know how to go somewhere and act like I've been somewhere when I have been nowhere. I like Marsha Warfield from Night Court. No, Lynette wasn't very talkative at all. She's a quiet person. Tony Atlas, Abdullah the Butcher. Now, Abdullah the Butcher had a restaurant here in Atlanta. He had a barbecue spot over in Southwest Atlanta in the Swats. Girl, Lauren, okay, I'm going to challenge you on the whole representation thing with I Love Lucy. That wasn't real representation to me. Because although it was an interracial marriage, Des Inez, that's all I'm going to say. Okay. I will confess, there are a couple of John Wayne movies that I like. Okay. I like McClintock and Rio Bravo. Sometimes I can stomach the one with Marlene O'Hara, the other one where he plays the boxer out in Ireland. I would like that. But other than that, I didn't care for John Wayne stuff like that. That's it. Oh, McClintock. Great party. And the Indians were like, oh, McClintock. Well, whiskey. Like, when they were rolling down there, I will go watch. Now I gotta watch it. I sort of kind of watched The Sopranos, but I really did. I never heard of Ravishing Rick Rude and Sting. I may not have been watching it then. Hold on, gotta update. Gladys Costa, I see Jada meets them all at the airport when they get to Montana and looks at Bethany and tells her to get on and go back home. Uh-oh, why did I miss these comments? Now I watch, hold on Sundays when my grandmother would be at church and I would stay home, my grandfather and I would watch a lot of the Brady Bunch. I did watch the Brady Bunch. Andy Griffith. Look, my mom and daddy finna go home and watch Andy. If they ain't already watching Andy Griffith, they finna go home and watch Andy Griffith. And then Law and Order. Okay, so comedies I watch, like family comedies, I watch Leave It to Beaver, of course. I just went and watched maybe about 6 months ago. I went and watched I binge watched all the seasons of Leave It to Beaver. And then I watched I was gonna start watching Father Knows Best. But then I realized that why do I even like this show? And then I tried to find My Three Sons. I need to go check Amazon now and see My Three Sons is on. so I can watch all the seasons of My Three Sons, because I did like My Three Sons growing up. I like the episode when it's Citizens of Reyes, and then I like I did watch Gomer Pyle, USMC. I hope she don't like her either. Lauren, okay. That's it. He was the cool guy that sang in the nightclub, but he wasn't really representing for culture like that, is my point. I think during that time there were certain people that were acceptable to be on TV and be in that type of relationship, and that's because they didn't look black. And that's my thing. So now Bethany cries like Lucille Ball. You know when Lucy would get in trouble and start crying? That's Bethany all day long. Yep, McClintock. Yes, Bob, what you won't do for love. You try everything, but you won't give up. Yeah, Jaden ain't finna do it. He would let his daddy do it. Okay, Cheryl, make your run, huh? Y'all know when Bethany sees Jaden, she's gonna expect him to give her the attention and not Lynette. I know it. That boy ain't finna be stunned up. I do remember Family Affair, and I remember what was the one? Was Tatum O'Neal in it? It was the one. It was kind of like Brady Bunch, but not. It was a whole lot of children and the dad. What was that show? Was it 8 is Enough? I think it was 8 is Enough. I remember 8 is Enough. I remember Different Strokes. What's Happening? Welcome Back, Kotter. Silver Spoons. Not too many people remember Silver Spoons, but Welcome Back, Kotter. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Do y'all remember Tom Hanks and that other guy when they were cross dressers and they were staying with them women? They needed somewhere to stay and they decided to stay with them women, so they passed themselves off as women. There's a knock on my door. It was waiting for you. You placed an order for some Blue Magic hair grease. Sanford and Son. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, you like Al Green? He was like, yes, I did like Bobby Caldwell. What You Want to Do for Love? I remember American Bandstand, but you know my favorite was the Soul Train. I did like Popeye, but what I didn't like is my mom would trick me into eating spinach by using Popeye. Because she said I would get big and strong like Popeye if I ate my spinach. And you know, back in the day, wasn't nobody growing their own spinach. They were just buying that spinach in the can. That spinach in the can didn't taste good. Yes, I have a real good memory. Well, you gotta think. When I was growing up, I was the only child for like 7 years. And it wasn't until, and then when I did get a sibling, I'm 7 years older than her. Then my next sibling, I'm 9 years older than her. So there was like such a huge gap. So it's almost like I was the only child for a while. It takes the good, you take the bad, you take the most, and there you have the facts of life. Oh, the facts of life. There's a time you gotta know and show you're growing now. The facts of life. I love me some Benson. Benson snapped on Morgan Freeman, though. Told him you love to talk about authority, and you show me authority, and you show me respect. Like, he went off on him. Then told him, come on, let's go get some lunch. Yes, Carolyn, that's what it was. Bosom buddies. Bosom buddies. I didn't watch Tu Wong Fu. But I know what you're talking about, but I didn't watch it. Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. We got a thing. Now I'm just cutting up, y'all. Family Ties. I did like Family Ties. I enjoyed watching Family Ties, all because of Michael J. Fox. And I would say I can watch Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 on repeat. Now, my absolutely favorite movie, and I don't care what nobody say, it is a Christmas movie. It is a Christmas movie. It is a Christmas movie, and that is Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay, mom. I did watch Soap, but my mama didn't let me watch it. My mom and dad didn't let me watch it all the time because Benson is a spinoff of Soap. She didn't let me watch it all the time because Soap had topics that weren't appropriate for my age at the time. Now, Living Single and Martin, New York Undercover, I watched all them. He did say whatever he wanted to say. Him, but that was the time back then. You had Red Fox. So you look at All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, Good Times. Those 4 shows in particular. Maybe throw in Maud. They said whatever they wanted to say. Can't do that now. People get offended. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Deborah. When a man loves a woman, can't get his mind on nothing else. Wish you love, peace, and soul train. Okay, the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. If you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and a card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Now, when they put that Confederate flag on that table that day. 227. Okay, hold on. Don't tell me. There's no place like home. When your family's around you, you're never alone. When you know that you love, you no need to roam, cause this ain't no place like, you better believe it. Ain't no place like, you better believe. Ain't no place like, there's no place like home. I mean, no place, child. Y'all just let me get on here and make a fool of myself and just cut up. Just let me cut up, all the way up. Okay, we ended up with another. Linus says, I didn't watch too much TV. I would listen to music. BB King, Nat King Cole. Did you see the WC Handy? Nat King Cole played WC Handy. With Eartha Kitt. Now let me tell you, what was that show? It came on PBS. Was it Austin City Limits? Boy, my daddy beat up because my daddy plays guitar and my dad sings. He used to sing in a quartet group. So BB King and Lucille, boy, let me tell you. Hold on, let me see something. The Golden Girls said whatever they wanted to, but they weren't. They were more tongue in cheek, which is what I really appreciate about them. They may not have directly said it, but they were so tongue in cheek and quick witted. It was funny and not. They didn't come off as offensive, and they still had their teaching moments. I remember down in the country. I remember we didn't have cable. We just had them 3 channels. We had 3. We had ABC, NBC, and CBS, and we had the public broadcasting channel. On the public broadcasting channel, like I watched Sesame Street, Electric Company, and Zoom. And then they would have the cooking shows, and then they may drop a Western now. That's why I watch so much of the stories. And Captain Kangaroo, which I think not. Oh, and I watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but I think Captain Kangaroo was a little creepy. When I think about it now in hindsight, Captain Kangaroo seemed like he might have been a little creepy. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. Yeah, he's gonna be singing that. I didn't see Honey West and Stony Bird. That I think that might have been before me. We watched Dukes of Hazzard, Dallas, Miami Vice when it came out, Hunter. Yes, Romper Room. We did do Romper Room. I didn't really watch Romper Room as much though, Chris. I tried Dynasty, but I really couldn't get into Dynasty. Knots Landing. I remember watching Falcon Crest. Do y'all remember Video Jukebox? I remember when HBO first came out. When they got cable and HBO first came out, I remember that. HBO used to show all that adult content, and you'll be watching the movie, and all of a sudden in the middle of the movie, they doing the do. And my aunt be like, "No, you can't watch this." And she throwing hands on my ass. Oh my goodness. Y'all, our time has come and gone. I have got to go pick up my child. I remember Mork and Mindy. Nano. Chris Sims, your mama is a beautiful woman. Yes, because Hunter, she got great taste. But all the men was in love with Dee Dee. Y'all remember Silk Stockings? It came on USA. Oh, I don't know who Kukla Fran and Ali are. I don't know who them people is. I said, she trying to write Ku Klux. I read a lot and I watched TV. I was by myself a lot. Schoolhouse Rock, the king of the block. Factory Schoolhouse Rock. Cause I'm a nerd. So, y'all, our time has come. I must go pick up my child. We are right at an hour. But you know what? I likely will come live again before 8:30. Because if they start releasing them real good skits, your girl gonna be on it. I'm gonna be on it, doggone it. You understand me? So y'all get ready, get y'all snacks together, and all the other good stuff. And I will see y'all back in a little bit. Go to the store now. Get your stuff. Go on, try. I ain't got no snacks. I need something to drink. You better go and get it now. Cause we about to be in this. Cause we in Montana. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. Sitting on Capitol Hill. Fine, she will be the last one. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Peace. And go get your snacks, hair grease. Go and get your snacks.